I'm Dr. David Luke. I'm a researcher and academic, and I'm just giving a talk on the science of psychedelics.
What was the main basis of this talk tonight?
So it was a little bit about science of psychedelics in general, but also about exceptional human experiences. So, you know, those kind of the weirder end of the spectrum of experience that people have in all kinds of states, but also on psychedelics, particularly on psychedelics, but also spontaneously, which is my main area of research, is exceptional human experience, you know, the full range of being human.
How did you first get into psychedelics?
I just always had an interest in them, and I went to university to study psychology to find out more about psychedelics. I was woefully disappointed, and because they barely touched it on the whole psychology degree, so I ended up doing a PhD, and then it took until having a PhD I could actually do some research on them, because it was basically impossible to do any research on psychedelics back then, all those years ago. So I just wanted to kind of bring into the academy something I thought was missing, because, you know, psychology is about human experience, and yet there's a whole range of human experience seems to be missing from mainstream psychology.
What's the most interesting experience that you've personally seen in someone else?
Well, that's a tricky question, because I have about a million different things running through my mind simultaneously. But I think anything you can imagine or have ever heard about is completely possible, and that somebody somewhere has experienced it. There is no limitations to kind of human experience. It doesn't necessarily mean that is actually real in any way, but that you can experience even things you can't imagine, or things you can't imagine imagining. There's no limit to what you can experience, really. Well, I wouldn't try and persuade anybody to take them, particularly if they're scared of taking them. That's not my role, you know. That would be kind of a bit irresponsible of me. But I would say that there is a kind of a traditional stigma attached to them, which certainly the stigma that which became attached to them in the 60s and 70s probably wasn't justified as much as the media made out. And the kind of media stories we're seeing these days is a bit of a kind of truer picture of the situation, in that these substances do appear to have useful medical potential in the right circumstances, and that, you know, the risks when they are used in a kind of well-educated way, in the right context, the right set and setting, maybe under clinical supervision, are not as great as, you know, was originally made out. So I think these substances have a lot of potential for psychiatry, for psychology, for consciousness research, and for people's own, as people report, personal growth. But they're not necessarily for everyone. There are some risks attached to them, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to take them, but if people are going to take them, then they should certainly do their homework. That's what I would say. Stay free, take some action, and think for yourself.
Cheers, man.